Mr. Barry, back at you today for a little bit of Teacher Tam. And notice I have my Tam on today. Today we are going to do a theory assignment. So what we are going to do is we are taking over the screen so my illustrious students can see us going over the theory assignment. So, classwork, we are on week number 6, and we are doing assignment number 18.
Okay, guys, today we actually are going to be completing 2 worksheets, okay? 2 worksheets. So, we're looking at the Bass Clef today. Erase this real quick.
And I am going to zoom in so you guys can actually see this puppy.
Here it is. Okay, so let's do a little bit of reading. So the Bass Clef, also known as the F clef, this is what it looks like. If you look at it, it kind of sort of looks like an earlobe with 2 earrings on it, doesn't it?
Does look like an ear.
Okay, so the Bass Clef gives a landmark on the note of F on line number 4. Okay, so between the 2 dots, that's a landmark for an F for the Bass Clef. So if you're drawing the Bass Clef, this is what you're going to do. You're going to start with a black dot on line number 4, and you're going to draw a curved line all the way down to line number 1, kind of resembling an earlobe, and you're going to add 2 dots, okay, both on each side of line 4, okay, or 1, excuse me, on each side of line 4.
Yeah, 1 dot on each side.
Okay, so the notes are named after the first 7 letters of the alphabet, A through G. Okay, the placement is going to be different than the placement for a treble clef.
Oh, maybe you should say that again.
The placement of the notes is going to be different than the placement for the treble clef. Okay, so they're going to look different. Bass clef, treble clef, they're going to look different. So for the treble clef, let's do a quick little review with our hand. We have every good boy does fine, and then for the spaces, we spell the word F-A-C-E, which spells the word face.
Face in the space.
But for the Bass Clef, which is what we're learning right now, we have a completely different set of notes. Okay, it's good boys do fine always, and for the spaces, all cows eat grass. Okay, so you want to make sure that you keep that in mind, guys, moving forward. Number 1, so we're going to practice drawing. We just talked about how to draw, so you're going to start one more time with the black dot. And you're going to draw your curved line, tracing over the dotted lines there. And then you're going to place your 2 dots.
As good as you can.
Yep. It doesn't have to look perfect, obviously.
Very funny.
So you want to trace over all 3 of them, and then you want to draw 5 more on your own. Okay, so that's what you're doing for number
1, 2, okay.
And so on and so forth. So number 2, it says, make sure that you guys read the instructions. Draw a bass clef at the start, or at the beginning of the staff, excuse me, at the beginning of the staff. So you want to start there with your bass clef, okay? The second thing that it tells us to do is it says, then write the letter names of each note. And we're going to utilize what's here at the top of the page that's already given to us. We're going to use that, this right here, in order to answer, whoops, my circle's off, whatever. In order to answer or to fill in the letter names for these notes here, okay? Let's look at the first one. I want someone to turn their microphone on and listen to my question. What line number is that note on? The first note for number 2. What line number?
I just want to see if I can help. 4.
Very good.
So line 4. So if we go up here and look at what's given to us at the top of the page, what letter is associated with the note that is on line 4?
F.
F is correct.
Excellent.
F is correct. Thank you guys for participating. So that's what you want to put there. Let's do one more. So look at the second one. Now we're in a space. Someone tell me what number space that note is in.
2.
2 is correct.
Very good, choir.
Now let's look up at the top and let's look at what letter is in the second space. So what letter is in the second space?
C.
Excellent.
C is correct.
C.
Okay, so that's what you guys do for the rest of number 2. So let's look at number 3. Now, guys, you have to read. It says draw a treble clef. Let me say that again. Draw a treble clef. So for number 1 and number 2, it's asking you to draw bass clefs. Now it's asking you to draw a treble clef. So that's what you want to do. At the start of the staff, draw a treble clef. Okay? Then it says draw the notes indicated. The notes indicated. The notes indicated for a treble clef. Okay?
Not a bass clef.
Not a bass clef. So guys, you're going to have to go back and review. If you don't already know, every good boy does fine and then FACE for the spaces. And you can find this on assignment 16. We went over this, I believe, on Monday. Okay?
I think we should help them.
Oh, we should take them back there?
Yeah. No. Let's not take them back.
Okay.
What space or line should we put the F? Because it can be in both.
So someone tell us where to draw the note. Where do we draw it? So where on the staff are we going to draw the F?
The top line.
Okay, the top line will work.
Yes, that would be line number 5. That is correct.
Can anybody tell me what space we could draw it on?
The first one. Well, the left.
Space number 1.
So space 1 or line 5 is correct for an F.
And that'll work for this F as well. And there is also an E on
the last one.
The last one is an E, so it can go in it can go in 2 different places as well. Okay?
Okay.
So now
So that will be the first worksheet.
Now we're going to go to the second one, which is on that little second page thing there up at the top.
Okay, so this is also dealing with treble clef and bass clef. This one is a little harder to read, but I'll try to read it as best I can. So it says at the beginning of each staff, you will find a clef sign which gives a letter name to a definite line of space. Okay, this is a treble clef. So guys, this is an image of a treble clef, or it's also known as a G clef. This is why they call it a G clef. So it says, I can't really read that word. So G clef
Treble
sign.
or G clef sign.
So it says gives the letter name G on the second line.
So if you look at it, it kind of circles the line.
Right. So right in the center of that circle, that would be line G for the treble clef.
Or the second line.
Correct.
Line 2.
Okay, so it says this is a bass clef. So this is what a bass clef looks like. One more time, it looks like an earlobe. It's also known as the F clef. So the bass clef or F clef sign gives the letter name F to the 4th line of the staff. Okay, so between the 2 dots, that's line number 4. That is known as F, the line for F. Okay. All right, so let's look down here. We actually have some of these still here. I've got to erase them off. No worries. So number 1, you guys are going to practice drawing 4 treble clefs. We did this with assignment 16. So draw 4 of them. Number 2, you're going to draw 4 bass clef signs. Okay, just like we demonstrated the first one for you. Number 3, the treble clef or G clef sign, circle staff line number what?
Wait
Don't
a minute.
tell us.
Isn't that up at the top?
Oh, yes.
Oh, it's up at the top.
So guys,
Okay.
make sure that you read everything at the top of the page to know exactly how to answer these questions, okay? Number 4, what is the letter name of line 2 in the treble clef? Okay, that is also at the top of the page.
Yes, it is.
Number 5, in the bass clef or F clef sign, what staff line lies between the 2 dots?
Ooh, they're asking for a number.
Yep. And that is also up at the top of the page. You can find that up there. And then number 6, what is the letter name of line 4 in the bass clef? And that can also be found up here in the shaded.
Interesting stuff.
All right, so guys, that's your assignment for today. Does anyone have any questions for us related to the assignment? All right,
No?
real quick, everyone turn their camera on, please. Thank you very much.
All right, we're going to set you on your assignment, and we're going to say goodbye in our own special way.
All right, guys, so peace out to you.
Don't forget we love you, and we'll see you tomorrow.
All right, take care, guys.